Okay, so let's start with a prayer. Good evening, everyone. Dear God, as we begin this class on the continuation of our module, the child and adolescent development, we invite your presence into this space. We are about to embark on a journey of understanding the complexities of young minds and hearts, their growth, the challenges, and their incredible potentials. Guide our hearts and minds, Lord, that we may approach this subject with compassion, curiosity, and a deep respect for every stage of development. Help us to see each child as you see them, like a unique individual, a valuable and full of promising um, creations. May the knowledge we gain here equip us to be a better person, to better serve young people, to create nurturing and stimulating learning environments, and to guide them towards becoming compassionate, responsible, and successful children of the world. Thank you for the gift of teaching and the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of children and adolescents. Amen. Okay, so let's continue with the stages of human development. So when we speak about stages, this pertains to the number of period in a man's life, okay? The life cycle of a human being. Although, of course, the focus of our discussion is on individuals of school age, a brief description of those in other stages of development is also given. Just like what I've mentioned last time, we will be um, tackling different stages from prenatal to old age. Okay, prenatal to old age. But of course, we will focus on the school age of the children, of humans, because they will become our learners. So from maybe childhood, puberty, adolescence. Okay, so let's start with prenatal. So this stage is from conception to birth. Okay, so yung mga ano natin dito, yung mga graduate ng nursing, ano pa yung mga biology, BS biology or psychology, familiar na sa inyo ito. Okay? So from conception to birth. So the prenatal period is in many aspects is considered as one of the most, okay, take note, one of the most, if not the most important period of all in the lifespan of a person. Bakit? Siyempre, kung hindi na-fertilize yung egg, walang mabubuong bata, walang mabubuong tao. Right? So, considered one of the most, if not the most. So, this person begins at conception and ends at birth. So, that is the prenatal stage. So, prenatal, ibig sabihin, nasa loob pa, hindi pa siya lumalabas. And it is approximately 270 to 280 days in length or 9 calendar months. So, yung ina-endure ninyong mga girls. Okay? So, prenatal period is divided into 3 major phases. We have germinal, embryonic, and fetal period. So, yung germinal period, ito yung from fertilization to 2 weeks. Okay? And then, embryonic, yung fetus, yung germ, naging embryo na siya. So, this is from 2 weeks to 2 months. So, we call that stage, that stuff as embryo hanggang 2 months. And then, fetus na siya from 8 weeks to birth. That's the fetal period. So, let's dig into the germinal period para lang maintindihan natin. So, ang germinal stage, this is the fertilization to 2 weeks. This is also known as the period of the zygote. Okay? Zygote kasi nung nag-meet na si egg tsaka si sperm, na-fertilize na siya. So, cell division begins in a time no longer than 36 hours after fertilization. So, halos isang araw din ang fertilization. More than pala. Okay, kasi 36 hour. Okay? So, the zygote, yung newly formed cell na yan, after the union of the egg and the sperm cell, okay, through this process na fertilization na binabanggit ko, okay, will start to divide. Mag-cell division na yan. Divide ng divide ng divide. So, subsequently, mga 3 to 4 days, the zygote from the oviduct travels down to the fallopian tube and then to the uterus where the implantation begins. Okay? So, ayan, pag na-meet na ni sperm si egg dito, makikita nyo yung screen ko. Siyempre, yung mga what I mean is, yung pag nakapasok na yung sperm cell, papasok na sila, travel sila papunta sa ovary kung saan hanapin nila yung egg. Okay? So, once na nag-meet na sila ni egg, through the process of fertilization, nag-form na siya ng isang newly formed cell, which is called as zygote. Okay? And then, pag na siya, cell division after 36 hours, and then it would take 3 to 4 days from the zygote, yung nabuo from here, to travel sa fallopian tube. Dito. Maghahanap na siya ng pag-stayhan. Kasi i-implant na niya ang sarili niya dito sa uterus. Then, dyan na mag-start yung pagbubuntis. Okay? So, that's the germinal stage. Fertilization to 2 weeks. Okay? So, bakit natin pinag-aaralan ito sa child and adolescent? Siyempre, malay mo baka may magtanong sa inyong bata, mga estudyante nyo. Diba? So, at least alam din natin. Although this is basic, pag-aralan natin ito sa biology or sa majorship natin, but still. Okay? So, after the germinal stage, sumunod ang embryo. So, pag 2 weeks na nabuo yung doon sa loob, from 2 weeks hanggang 2 months, we call that embryo siya. Okay? Embryo. So, the cell known as zygote is now known as embryo. Hindi siya zygote. So, by the 14th day of fertilization, the blastocyst is already implanted in the uterus. Diba? Kasi nga, 3 to 4 days siya magta-travel from the uterus to the fallopian tube. From the ovary to the fallopian tube papunta sa uterus. So, doon na siya mai-implant. And then, dito na nangyayari sa 2 months, take note, the foundation for the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, extremities, upper and lower, yung digestive system niya have been laid. Okay? This period is considered the most critical for the reason that yung embryo is very vulnerable to damage and defect. Kaya yan nagkakaroon ng defect ang bata, damage, kung hindi nag-iingat yung nanay in 2 months, yung first 2 months. Kasi nandyan nga yung foundation ng ears, nose, diba? Eyes. Okay? So, magiging 1.5 inches na siya, pero nagde-develop naman, palaki naman siya. Okay? So, take note, this is the most critical period dahil nga vulnerable to damage ang embryo. So, during the first trimester, yung trimester na sinasabi natin, yung 3 months of pregnancy, almost all birth defects dito nag-occur. And yung chances are the defects will be permanent. Okay? So, pag may defect na siya in 2 months to 3 months, magiging permanent na yun. So, dapat nag-iingat ang mga babae na nagbubuntis for the first 3 months. 2 to 3 months. Kasi yun yung critical period. Okay? So, ito kasi yung embryonic eh. From here, napunta dito. 2 weeks to 2 months. Yung 2 months kasi, that is equivalent to 8 weeks. So, yung pang week 3, nung after ng germinal, di ba? Embryonic siya, week 3, eto na siya, week 4, eto yung itsura niya, and then yung week 6, ayan, may head na siya, and then week 8. So, eto yung end ng embryonic period. So, mag-i-end siya in 2 months. Okay? Kaya, kung titignan niyo, apply yung principle ng learning. Diba? So, from head, pababa. So, nauuna talaga yung ulo dito. Okay? Now, after 2 months of pregnancy, doon na natin matatawag na fetus. Kasi fetal period na siya. So, from that 2 months until birth, 2 to 9 months, we call that as fetal period. Kasi fetus na yun nandun sa loob. Okay? Hindi pa siya pwedeng tawaging baby. Fetus lang siya. Okay? Baby na siya pag lumabas. Pag nasa babyhood stage na. Okay? So, this is, at kung nasa loob pa siya, fetus. So, the embryo is now known as fetus in this stage. So, the fetal stage begins with the formation of the first bone cells. So, nagkakaroon na ng bones ang bata sa loob starting 3 months. So, what else? Various organs grow functionally and take the appearance of human body. So, eto na rin, kasi nga, syempre, from 8 weeks until birth na ito. So, syempre, the fetus can now kick and manipulate its extremities, upper, lower. It can open its mouth already. Nagpa-frown na siya sa loob. Turn its head as well as take few breath by the end of the 3rd month. Okay? By the end of the 3rd month. Tapos, by the end of the 5th month, yung fetus, magiging parang isang ruler na siya, 1 foot long. And at least, ano na rin siya, mararamdaman na rin na bumibigat siya. Okay? And then at the end of the 6th month, the fetus eyelids can be opened. Okay? Now open. So, it develops yung grasping, and let's say, dyan na rin nag-develop yung kanyang taste buds. Okay? And then the fetus weighs parang 2 pounds na siya. Saka yung mga all organ systems sa katawan ng bata have become functional na. Okay? Lahat ng organ systems at the end of the 7 months. So, during the 8 and 9 months, yung fetus, nagpapalaki na lang siya. Magiging heavy, magiging round, para, naghahanda na siyang lumabas. Okay? So, yung 8 and 9 months, buong-buo na siya, nagpapalaki na lang siya. Kaya usually, di ba, mahirap na itong kung yung mga nagpa-plan for abortion. Di ba? Even yung 5th months, yan, 6 months, dyan kasi buong-buo na rin siya, nag-develop na lang yung ibang parts. Kasi yung mga all-organ system niya, by 7 months, complete na. Functioning na yan lahat. Okay, so that's the fetal period. So from 8 weeks, yung 2 months, dito, yan, yung fetal period mag-uumpisa, 8 weeks, then 12 weeks, 14 weeks, 18 weeks, okay? And then 20, 27, 37 weeks. And then ready na siya na lumabas. Okay? So that's the prenatal stage, which consists of 3 periods, the germinal, the embryonic, and fetal period. Okay? If you have questions, just write it in the chat, or you can raise your hands then. Or you can just bat in. Okay? Next, after the prenatal stage, pag pinanganak na yung bata, yun na yung infancy stage. Okay? So, infant pa din siya. Hindi pa rin siya pwedeng tawaging baby. Okay? infants. Hintayin mong pag pinanganak siya, infant, in 2 weeks. Kasi 2 weeks lang yung infancy period. Ito yung shortest period. Infancy is the transition period intervening between birth and 2 weeks of life, identified as the shortest of all developmental period. Kasi pag infant, kalalabas niya, it suggests an extreme helplessness. Okay? So yung infant, subdivided into 2, we have the period of partunate and the period of neonate. Yung period of partunate, or from the time the fetal body has emerged from the mother's body and lasts until the umbilical cord has been cut and tied. Okay? So partunate, pagkalabas niya, tas pag nakat na yung umbilical cord, yun yung partunate period. And then yung neonate naman, pagka-cut naman nung umbilical cord to the end of the 2nd week of postnatal life, we call that a neonate during the infancy. Okay? So, in that infancy stage, from pagkapanganak up to 2 weeks lang siya. So, usually, kung sino na ang nanganak sa inyo, or sino na ang nagpaanak, yung mga midwife, or sino nakakita ng pinanganak, usually yung mga newborns after 2 days, they are typically unattractive. Diba? Pagkalabas, iba-iba pa yung itsura nila, pero once kasi na nakaano na siya sa environment, may iba na ang hangin, ganon, nag-i-improve naman. Okay? So, this is due to yung mga regular muscular restraints. Okay? Pagkalabas, ang liit-liit pero biglang lumalaki siya. Okay? Because of the new environment. So, in this stage, most often, yung bata tulog lang ng tulog. Okay? Drowsy, ano pa yung iyak yang ng iyak. Okay? Minsan, yung gets easily excited din. Diba? So, yun yung neonate pagka-cut na ng umbilical cord. Okay? So, pag ganong stage, yung pagkalabas niya kasi minsan, makikita nyo, diba, yung sensitive pa sila sa ilaw, sa light, sa brightness. Okay? Siyempre, pagkalabas, kasi bagong mundo, diba? Yung visual images nila are likely to be blurred because of yung nag-a-adjust pa yung lens ng kanilang mata to focus on the object or on the surroundings or on the environment. Okay? That's the infancy stage. Now, so pagkapanganak to 2 weeks, infant. Pag 2 weeks na yung bata, pagkapanganak, until 2 years old, then yan yung babyhood stage. Okay? Yan na natin pwedeng tawaging baby. So, take note ha, 2 years. So, pag 3 years old, wag nang i-baby. Baby, kahit minsan, 6 years old, 7 years old, baby ko, baby. Diba? Tawagin lang silang baby hanggang 2 years old. So, from 2nd week to 2 years of their life, that is the babyhood stage. So, compared to infancy, babyhood stage is characterized by decreasing dependency for the reason that this is the time when babies achieve enough body control to become independent. Kasi nga, papuntang 2 years old na rin yan. So, di ba usually yung mga 1 year old, 2 years old, pag nakatayo na yan. Actually, sa akin, kasi ako ng mga pamangkin ko, gustong-gusto kong mag-alaga ng bata pag hindi pa siya nakakalakad, nakakatakbo. Okay? Yung karga-karga mo pa lang. Pero once na nakalakad, yung takbo ng takbo, kung saan-saan, hindi mo ma-control. Yan yung babyhood stage. Okay? Kasi they start to gain kasi yung gusto nila maging independent na. Body control. Kasi gusto nilang i-try na, kumbaga, di ba, na kayang-kaya na nila. They try to be independent. Okay? So, ano yung mga developmental tasks ng babyhood stage? Ito yung stage na they learn to walk. Diba? Until 2 years. Pero may mga batang madali. Diba? Sabi natin sa principles of learning, may mga batang faster ang rate, may mga slower ang rate, iba-iba ang rate ng kanilang development. Diba? Growth and development pala. principles of growth and development. They learn to take solid foods. Kailangan i-train mo na yung bata bago siya mag 3 years old na nagtitake ng solid foods. Huwag mong ginagatas yun hanggang 5, hanggang 4. Okay? Having organs of elimination under partial control, having reasonable psychological stability, especially in hunger, rhythm, and sleep, relating emotionally to parents and siblings, and learning the foundation of speech. Diyan na rin yung nag-ano sila, yung nag-uumpisang magsalita. Second year of life. So, dito rin yung mga, anong tawag doon, yung mga hand skills na improve na nila, yung ginagamit ng kamay, yung mga leg skills. But of course, na-innate naman sa babyhood, yung crying pa din, cooing, bubbling, yung emotional expressions ng mga bata, mapapansin mo na during the babyhood stage. Okay? Ano yung mga emotional patterns nila? Yung nagagalit na din sila, may takot na din, nagiging curious. Kaya minsan, 2 years old, takbo ng takbo yan, akyat ng akyat, na hindi rin naman nila alam yung consequence. Di ba? Minsan, nahuhulog na lang sila sa may bed, or, di ba? Because of curiosity. But of course, kasama din dyan ang affection, diba? Yung joy. Okay? Yan. Hanggang 2 years old na babyhood, considered also yung tawag doon, they can establish yung forming friendship, kung may nakikita silang mga ka-age nila na 2 years old sa labas. Okay? Babyhood stage. Next. 2 years old, hanggang 2 years old, that's the babyhood, and then early childhood stage na. Ito ay stage na ng school, early childhood, kasi 2 to 6 years old. Okay? Kasi malay nyo, mabigyan kayo ng load sa preschool. So, you should know kung ano yung mga developmental tasks ng mga bata during this stage, early childhood stage. This is the problem or troublesome age. Kaya wag kayong palo ng bata kasi normal lang naman sa kanilang maging troublesome. Toy age din nila yan. Kaya kung meron silang pinapabili, bigay. Kasi toy age yan. Preschool age din. Diba? Mga preschool, 2 years old, 3, 4, 5. Pre-gang age. Exploratory. They love to explore. And the questioning age. Diba? Pag tanong ng tanong yung bata, sagutin nyo at sagutin naman. Huwag yung naiinis ka kasi ang dami niyang tinatanong, ang daming why. Diba? Because it's a task na kailangan nilang i-develop, na kailangan nilang i-accomplish. This is the questioning age from 2 to 6 years old. Kaya I admire yung mga kindergarten, mga preschool teacher. Sa dami ba naman ng tanong ng mga bata, di ba? sa sinasagot nila isa-isa. Okay? So, anong developmental task ng stage na yan? Control of elimination. Okay? Self-feeding. Take note, ang mga bata dapat natuturuan na yung, natututo na yan ng self-feeding bago mag 6 years old. Yung control of elimination of waste. Hindi yung ikaw pa yung nagpapaihi, diba? Na kahit 6 years old na siya. Okay? Self-dressing. Marunong na rin dapat silang mag-change ng kanilang damit, maglagay ng shoes, and doing some things without much help. Diyan din kasi na-develop yung kanilang motor skills that allow them to explore the environment, curiosity, acquisition of vocabulary to communicate his thoughts. Okay? So, early childhood stage, that is 2 to 6 years old. Pag early childhood, dyan rin yung stage na, although i-discuss naman natin sa cognitive development, cognitive theory, in terms of intellectual development ng mga bata during this particular stage, ito rin yung mga time na egocentric mga bata. Okay? Yung bang kung ano ang gusto nila, nasusunod. Kung ano alam nila, yun lang yung tama. Di ba? Napansin nyo, di ba? Pag let's say kindergarten siya, kung ano yung sasabihin ni teacher, yun lang yung paniniwalaan niya. Kahit ikaw na magulang, hindi kayo na mas sasabihin niya, yun po ang sabi ni teacher. Eto, dadalhin ko bukas ito because teacher said. Diba? Laging ganun ang bata. Pag primary, pag preschool. Otherwise, ako iiyak yan. Okay? So, dyan din yung mga time na may centration, animism. But we will discuss that in that theory. Okay? So, early childhood stage, that's the preschool age or questioning age ng mga bata. Okay? What else? Ito pa, ibang characteristics pa. Should be given as much as physical experience as possible and play activities to learn by doing and to develop his intellectual capacity. Which is very true naman. Kasi pag kindergarten, mga preschool, dapat play lang. Dapat play learning. Yung laro lang ng laro. Kasi they need to get the best physical experience as possible. Para kasi, sa kanila play learning. Yung naglalaro sila pero natututo. Okay? This stage is also regarded as teachable moment. Teachable means yung dyan sila madaming nag-grasp kasi na learning, knowledge, then yung kailangan natuturuan talaga sila. Okay? Because they need to acquire skills. They enjoy repetition essential to learning skills. Kasi adventuresome sila, they love to try new things. Okay? They love to try new things. What else? Early childhood, 2 to 6 years. And then 6 to 12 years, 6 to 10 or 12 years, that is the late childhood naman. So, eto na yung elementary, bata. So, late childhood is the period for learning the basic skills in life. Kasi nga, mga elementary na nila. So, it coincides with the child's elementary school years, entering grade 1 at 6 years old, and graduating at age of 12 sa elementary. So, mga bata, syempre, physical skills na yan for group and organized games, teaming to get along with age mates, okay? Sa members of his family and community, learning the fundamental skills in reading, writing, numbers, masculine and feminine social roles. Yan din nag-uumpisa kasi yung ka-crush-crush sila. Okay? Develop healthy self-concept and conscience. What else? Personal independence. They learn to perform the different roles expected of them in the school. Okay? But of course, pag late childhood stage, ito rin ay stage of yung troublesome age. Okay? Troublesome age din yan kasi lagi sila nakikipag-quarrel, talagang nakikipag-away talaga sila. Okay? What else? This is also a critical period in the achievement drive. Diyan kasi sila mag-uumpisang makaka-feel ng mga achievements. Yung mga, let's say, pag na-recognize sila, yung mga pinapagawa ng teacher sa kanila sa classroom o sa school, okay? Yung sense of achievement, diyan nila na-i-start na napipil. Okay? What else? Gang age. Yung, anong ganyan ba? Yung they start to find yung clique nila, yung groupings. Nagkakaroon na sila ng tawag doon, yung barka-barkada, yung group. Okay? Because this is also the age of conformity. Yung hindi ka kasama sa group kung hindi ka belong. Parang gano'n. Kung hindi ka, yung conformity, di ba? Usually, yung mga madaldal silang magkakasama. Yung mga mahihiyain, tahimik sila yung maging group. Yung mga magagaling sila yung magkaka-group. Di ba? So, yung same interest, yung mga tawag doon, Pero usually, yung same places, yan. Kung pareho sila ng area, yan, magkakaroon yan ng group. Okay? Because they start to win recognition by being able to do things then. Okay? Nagiging, sila, competitive. Kasi sa elementary yan. Okay? What else? Ano pa yung mga task nila sa late childhood or yung elementary life? Pag elementary, syempre, na-expect na rin na yan na they will start thinking rationally, okay, to adjust to situations. They start making decisions also. They start solving problems by themselves. Okay, that is the late childhood stage. Okay, what else? Same, ito din. Okay, so from 12 years old to 14, yun na yung pre-adolescence or puberty stage. Okay, yan na yung mga first year high school, second year high school. Puberty na sila. Means age of manhood. Kasi this is considered as unique and distinctive period kasi it is characterized by certain yung mga developmental changes sa kanilang katawan. So, dyan nagkakaroon ng growth spurt kasi there is rapid acceleration in height. Diba, usually, pag grade 6 sila graduate. After summer, pagbalik nila ng school, naku, ibang-iba na sila, ang tatangkad na. Ang bilis. Rapid acceleration sa pagtangkad, in terms of weight also. Kasi, it marks the beginning of the adolescent stage. Okay? So, 10 to 14, or, kasi, diba, may mga maaga kasi, may mga late. So, kaya usually, eto kasi dapat is 12 to 14. Pero since may mga maaga, so 10 or 12 to 13 or 14 years of life. We call it puberty stage. It is an overlapping period because it compasses the closing years of childhood and the beginning years of adolescence. Diba? Kung magiging advisor ka ng grade 7, makikita mo yan eh. May mga childish pa yung hindi pa nila naiiwan yung mga ugali nila ng elementary. Feeling nila elementary pa rin sila, hindi pa sila high school student. Kasi it's in overlapping period. Okay? It is a stage na medyo mahirap din mag-transition. Okay? Pero meron naman yung maaga na grade 7 na alam na nila, very conscious na sila sa sarili nila kasi they are already in the puberty stage. This is a relatively short, mga 1 to 2 years siya, okay? But lasting from 2 to 4 years or less. Kasi pwedeng 10 siya mag-umpisa hanggang 13 or 12 to 14. Depende nga sa rate of development ng bata. So, manifested in both internal and external changes in the body with both the primary and secondary sex characteristics. Okay? Like yung menarche sa girls, yung start ng kanilang menstrual flow, 10. Pero may mga bata rin kahit 8 years old, 9 years old, nag-start na. Ang agang nagmamature. Okay? So, first menstrual flow, tapos yung mga guys naman, nocturnal emissions. Yung bigla-bigla na lang nagigising ka na basang-basa na yung underwear mo. Kasi nagkaroon ka ng nocturnal emissions. Okay? So, that meaning, you are already on the puberty stage. So, 10 to 14 years old. Pre-adolescence pa yan. So, ano pa yung mga concerns ng mga estudyante natin during that stage? Yung nocturnal emissions sa boys, saka yung mga secondary sex characteristics. Okay? Ano yung mga secondary sex characteristics? Yung biglang pagtangkad, mga ano pa, yung deepening of the voice, yung bumababa yung parang bumababa, lumalalim, parang, okay? Facial hair growth. Yung increase in muscle mass, sa boys naman. Nagkakaroon sila ng mga pubic hairs. And then sa girls, yung menstruation, and then secondary sexual characteristics din. Okay? Like yung breast development, yung nagwa-widen na yung kanilang hips. Okay? And nagkakaroon na ng change in body shape. Kaya usually, yung mga batang yung matataba nung elementary, mga pinabayaan ng kain, magiging conscious na yan pagdating ng high school. Kaya nahihirapan na siyang magpapayat. Okay? Kasi mahala pa din yan yung ano na yan, tawag doon, magiging conscious na rin kasi siya sa kanyang katawan. So, yung ito nga, body disproportions, now awkward sila, age of maturing, and then, etong age din na yan, nag-start na rin silang mag-masturbate. Okay? Masturbation na rin among boys and girls. And then, of course, dito rin nag-uumpisa yung sexual attractiveness. Okay? Yung sexual attractiveness. Yung ibang references, sinasabi na nawawalan sila ng sex appeal during this period. Kasi, tawag transition kasi yun eh. Pero once na na-develop naman, nag-mature during that stage, yun na yung time na ilalabas na nila yung tawag yung sexual attractiveness. Nagkakaroon na sila ng personal preferences, di ba? Yung tawag doon, yung infatuations, na yung nagugustuhan na nila, kaya may mga crushes na sila by that time. Okay? So, as these students or individuals go through 10 to 14, yung puberty stage, they often start to experience romantic and sexual attraction towards others. Okay? Kaya kung may mga anak kayo, hindi nyo dapat dinideprive yan. Kung meron silang crushes, kung nag-i-start na silang nagkakaroon ng attraction. Okay? Eh, syempre, na-experience nyo din naman yan before. Kaya, intindihin nyo rin. Wag naman yung, nako, aral muna, ganyan. Eh, kasi, it's a developmental task na kailangan nilang i-accomplish. Kasi pag diniprive mo yan, magkakaroon yan ng effect sa kanyang personality pagdating ng araw. Diba? Tingnan mo yung mga ibang, may mga cases or instances na yung deprived na bata, yung hindi pinapalabas, sila yung nauunang nagkakaroon, nag-aasawa, sila yung unang nabubuntis. Bakit? Kasi pag deprived kasi sila, kung pinipigilan mo, pagdating nila sa labas at nagkaroon na sila ng chance na may manligaw sa kanila, full blast kasi nila ibinibigay lahat. Kasi first time nilang maramdaman yung ganun. Diba? Kaya yung mga ang-agang pinapabayaan mo lang dyan na nakikibarkada, ang dami niyang crush, nakikiboyfriend, sila pa yung last na mag-aasawa. Diba? Karamihan sa mga researches, mga cases na gano'n. Okay? So, attraction and interest in others. Okay? Aside, siyempre, hindi lang naman crushes. They start showing interest in dating. Pag-date na rin yan. Kaya huwag yung tigilan kung nakikipag-date naman sila. At the age of 13, at the age of 14. Okay? But, siyempre, nasa inyo na rin yan na magulang na mag-guide. Okay? Because in this stage talaga, they develop emotional connection with others. Not only connection, attraction. Tapos, yung mga barkada din, emotional connection with peers. And similarly, in this stage also, yung mga exploration nila for personal identity, diyan nag-uumpisa. Okay? Yung tawag doon, personal identity nila. Yung gender identity, kung anong sexual orientation ng bata. Okay? So, what else? So, tendency to develop unfavorable concepts, to become underachievers, unwillingness to accept change in their bodies or socially approved sex roles, and they tend to go against sexual maturation, parang gano'n. Ito naman yung mga psychological hazards. Ibig sabihin, pag na-deprive sila. Okay? Pag na-deprive sila. Kaya, let's just give them the chance to explore. Okay? To fulfill, to accomplish yung mga task na yan. Okay? So, 14 years old, after this puberty stage, dyan na yung adolescent stage. Okay? Wait, balikan natin yung puberty. So, as teachers, kumbaga, pag ganitong stage, kasi ito yung usually na maraming yung role ni teacher. So, pag ganitong cases naman, dapat nangunguna si teacher in terms of promoting positive body image. Yung in-encourage natin yung mga estudyante natin to have healthy attitudes towards their bodies of all shapes and sizes, di ba? Kasi dyan din mag-uumpisa yung magkakaroon sila ng beauty standards, yung pinipilit nila sa sarili nila, pero mahirap din namang gawin. So, we need to encourage them to have healthy attitude towards their bodies. We need to challenge yung madami kasing mga unrealistic beauty standards na nakikita nila sa social media, especially at this age. Okay? Minsan may mga batang, let's say, kung punong-puno sila ng pimples, kasi especially on this stage, nagkakaroon na sila ng inferiority, hindi na lumalabas, kasi yung standard niya ng tawag doon, teenager, ay yung, di ba, may tsura, walang nagkakagusto pa siya sa kanya, ganon. So, we need to foster a supportive and inclusive, tawag doon, yung klase natin, environment. So, we need to create a safe space, a space where students are valued for who they are, regardless of their physical appearance. Okay? Regardless of their physical appearance. Encourage them also to have open communication. May mga problems sila. And, of course, do not forget to collaborate with their family kung meron silang mga problems. Dito kasi talagang stage nag-uumpisa na nagkakaroon ng maraming issues ang mga bata. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng issues. So, we need to collaborate with their families, work with their parents, guardians to provide yung consistent support. Okay? Consistent support, guidance to these young adolescents as they navigate itong mga stages nito. Which is yung next, yung adolescent stage. Mas lumalala pa yan. Okay? From 13 years old to 18 years old naman. So, eto na yung heightened emotionality. Talagang a time of yung tinatawag nilang storm and stress according sa mga bata. Kakaroon ng storm and stress. Kasi early adolescence, during this stage, let's say 13, mga teenagers, teenage life. Okay? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay? Diyan na yung tawag doon, papuntang age of legal maturity. Buti nga sa Pilipinas, hindi kagaya ng ibang country na yan kasi ang adolescents, piniprepare na ng mga bata para pagdating ng 18, meron na silang total freedom. Kasi yan na yung age of legal maturity na sinasabi nila. Di ba sa ibang bansa, pag 18 ka na, pwede ka nang umalis ng bahay, mabuhay ng sarili mo. Di ba? Pero sa culture natin sa Philippines, pwede ka mag-stay sa bahay nyo. Kaya, tinawag na time of storm and stress kasi talagang they explore anything about life. So, adolescence is the age when the individual becomes integrated into society of adults. Nakahalubilo na sila sa labas. The age when the child no longer feels that he is below the level of his elders but equal at least in rights. Kasi nga, na-level ka na sa adults. Okay? So, adolescere meaning to grow or to grow to maturity. So, yung task ng stage na to, are focused on developing independence in preparation for adulthood and establishing a sense of identity. Okay? Kaya sobrang hirap din magpalaki, mag-alaga ng bata. Especially pag dito na sa adolescent stage. Kasi ito na rin yung pinapaiyak mo yung magulang mo. Kasi nga, madami ng issues. Okay? Kung sobrang stricto ka sa mga anak mo, dinideprive mo sila sa kanilang mga task bilang teenagers. So, what else? The important social changes in adolescence include yung increased peer group influence. So, peer group influence, yung lagi sa barkada. Okay? Kasi, minsan doon din nila nakukuha kasi yung sense of belongingness, yung acceptance, ito, social acceptance. Diba? So, more mature patterns of social behavior. Nag-iiba yung behavior nila kasi binibase nila sa influence ng kanilang peers. Diba? Yung mga barkada system. New social groupings and new values in the selection of friends, leaders, and social acceptance. Diba? Namimili na sila ng kanilang, yung pinagkakatiwalaan, yung di ba? Kaya minsan may mga parent na pinagbabawalan yung mga anak na, huwag ka makipagkaibigan sa ganito kasi mga bad influence yan, ganito, ganyan. Diba? Eh, ang bata, hindi mo talaga mapipigilan kung doon niya nakukuha yung sense of belongingness, yung sense of acceptance. Diba? Kaya minsan may mga batang kahit gaano mo sila pinagbabawalan, kasi mga batang, itong grupo na ito naninigarilyo, itong grupo ito laging nakikipag-away, kung doon niya kasi nahahanap yung kanyang tawag doon social acceptance sa selection of friends niya, doon talaga siya, hindi mo siya mapagbabawalan. Okay? So, the chances are, relationships between adolescents and members of their families tend to deteriorate. Nawawala na din, di ba? Nababawasan na ang kanyang pag-stay sa bahay, kasi mas marami na siyang time sa labas. And that is a part of their developmental task. Okay? So, often improve as adolescence grows too close, especially among adolescent girls and their family members. So, peer groups becomes the general source of behavior because of their desire for greater independence. Doon kasi ipapakita, okay, sa mga barkada nila. Kaya during this time, talagang namimili na sila kung saan sila nababagay, saan yung gustong-gusto talaga nila, kung saan sila masaya, ganun. Okay? Kaya hindi dapat sila pwedeng pagbawalan. At saka, 18 na rin, 16, 17, 18, mahaba-haba na rin yan yung paghahanap nila ng circle of friends. Okay? Kaya huwag nyo ring mamasamain kung kukunti na lang ang time nyo sa bahay, kukunti na lang yung time nyo makipag-banding sa inyo. Kasi nga, that's part of their developmental task. Minsan nga, ayaw nilang sumama sa mga family gathering sa labas. They'd rather go out with friends kaysa kasama ang mga magulang, ang mga, di ba? Kung may mga family events, otherwise, they can bring their friends sa bahay. Ganun yun. Because it's a developmental task on that particular stage. Okay? So, after that, pag nag-18 na sila, 19 years old or 18 to 65 years old, yun na yung adulthood stage. Okay? Adulthood stage na. So, malamang nandyan din tayo lahat. Nasa adult stage na tayo. So, adult stage is divided into 3 stages. 18 to 40, yun yung early adulthood. Okay? Early adulthood, yan na yung reproductive age or settling down age. Yung, siyempre, nag-uumpisa ka nag-prepare for a family, di ba? Na-prepare ka na magsisettle down, plus 18 to 40 years old. Okay? And then, 40 to 60, that's the middle adulthood. Okay? Middle adulthood naman, ito yung period of social isolation. Period of social isolation. Kasi, syempre, nagiging busy ka na sa trabaho, in raising a family, di ba? Nagkakaroon ka na rin ng apo dyan. Okay? So, nag-umpisa na rin ng mga anak mo ay mag-aasawa na din. Diba? So, usually, pag ganyang age naman, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, lucky pa rin tayo sa Philippines kasi mayroon tayong close family ties. Na kahit may mga apo ka na, you are staying in the same house. Diba? With them. Or, binibisita ka every week, every month. Okay? And then, late adulthood, ito naman yung 60 to 65 years old. Yan yung period of emptiness. Emptiness means, yun yung nafe-feel na ng mga magulang natin na wala na silang kasama. Okay? Tawag doon. What else? Kasi nga, nag-aasawa na rin lahat ng mga anak nila. May kanya-kanyang family. Kaya tinawag tong period of emptiness. So, the need for love and intimacy are met in adult life becomes more fulfilling in marriage with the involvement of commitment. Ito pala yung mga general characteristics ng adulthood stage. The need for generativity is through achievement. Burnout and alienation become a problem with work. What else? Changes in the primary senses and organ reserve decline upon growing older. Yung mga, wala pa naman siguro sa inyong, meron ba sa inyong 40 years old and above? Kagaya ko. Pag 40, life begins at 40, sabi nila tama naman, kasi alam niyo yung nafe-feel nyo na hindi na kayo palagala. Yung bang, di ba, gusto mo na lang nag-stay sa bahay, yung gusto mong you want to make yourself productive. Like, ako, susulat na ako, nagbabasa na lang ako. Yung I want to spend more time with children. Okay? So, what else? Menopause for women and climacteric for men signify the decline of sex and reproduction. So, nagkakaroon na rin ng menopause sa women. Ibig sabihin, ubos na rin yung eggs ninyo. Ubos na yung egg cells. Kaya wala na kayong menstruation, nag-menopause na. Kasi ubos na yung egg cells, wala nang hindi na kayo mag-menstruation. Same is true sa men naman, climacteric, nung wala na kayong nag-decline na yung panlasa sa sex, gano'n, and reproduction. Okay? Yan yung mga characteristics ng adulthood stage. So, 60 to 65, after that is 65 years old of life to death. That is the old age. Okay? The period of decline. So, we call it the closing curtain of the lifespan. Okay? Ito kasing mga reference natin, 65, di ba? Dati, umaabot pa yung mga parents natin ng 80, 90, even 100. Pero ngayon, as time goes by, ngayon, na lang yata, 50 to 60 na lang yung ating lifespan, di ba? Dahil na rin sa environment natin, sa mga kinakain natin, sa mga chemicals na natitake natin, so nababawasan yung lifespan. So usually, 65 years of life to death, that is the period of decline. Yung mga nag-retire na from work, most individuals in this begin to show slow physical, intellectual, and social activities. What else? Symptoms. Ayan na yan ay severe memory loss. Diba? Rambling conversations, disorientation, nagkakaroon ng dementia, pathological loss, and others. Okay? So, in late adulthood, affiliation needs are more important than achievement needs. Pag sa late adulthood kasi, kaya busy yung mga matatanda sa labas. Di ba? Yung doing social work, nakikipag-meet din sila sa mga ibang matatanda din. Kasi they need to have affiliation. Okay? Kasi feeling naman nila na-achieve na nila lahat, nabigay na nila lahat ng responsibilities nila sa mga anak nila, sa family nila. So usually they resort to enjoy social work outside. Alam niyo, yung ibang lahi dito sa UAE, especially yung mga puti, ay minsan nagugulat ako kasi karamihan ng nagta-travel sa kanila yung matatanda. I don't know kung napapansin mo din. Diba? Kasi sa kanila pala, I interviewed one of yung the age mate ko ng mga Russians, Briton. Pag pala sa kanila, pag during their adulthood stage, yung early adulthood, sila pala ay may trabaho lang, mag-save, ganyan. Pagdating ng ng pagmatanda na sila, saka lang sila ginagamit nila yung mga naipon nila, retirement nila sa travel, just to enjoy themselves pala. Kaya, di ba, nakikita nyo rin, sa mga nagta-travel, especially pupunta kayo sa beach, ang daming mga matatanda, pair by pair. Kasi ina-enjoy na nila yung kanilang retirement age, yung kanilang tawag doon, old age stage. Okay? Pero sa ating Pinoy, hindi pwede yung ganun. Habang malakas ka pa, travel ka, enjoy mo lang, di ba? Kasi pinaghihirapan mo naman. So, ganun naman yung sabi. Kaya pala, sabi ko, kaya ang dami ring mga matatanda sa, let's say, mga Americans na kung kailan sila matanda, doon lang sila nag-aasawa. Kasi they devoted their time mostly sa work. Okay? Work, and work, save, and save. Tapos sa ending, doon lang nila, sarili natin naman ngayon. Parang gano'n. Okay? So, that's the stages of human development from prenatal to old age. Do you have any question? Okay, so we will learn more about the different tasks included in the stages of human development as we proceed with the different theories.
Thank you so much for watching. Before leaving, please do click the like, subscribe and get notified button.